أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعه بالإحسان إلى يوم الدين. إخوتي الأفاضل، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to the North Brixton Islamic Cultural Center here in London. Today we have our Sheikh Dr. FAISAL BOADI. We're going to look at bi'idhnillah ta'ala at Surah 24, Surah Nur, and we focus on verse 35 onwards, bi'idhnillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As usual, I will recite the ayats from now on, the few ayat verses, and thereafter, and then narrate the nuptial meaning of these verses, and thereafter I'll pass the mic to the Abul Sheikh to tell us lessons learned. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله نور السماوات والأرض، مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح، المصباح في زجاجة، الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية، يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار، نور على نور، يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء، ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم. Okay, I think that's where I stopped. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال، رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله، وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة، يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار، ليجزيهم الله أحسن ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله، والله يرزق من يشاء بغير حساب. والذين كفروا أعمالهم كسراب بقيعة يحسبه الظمآن ماء حتى إذا جاءه لم يجده شيئا ووجد الله عنده فوفاه حسابه، والله سريع الحساب. Allah says, Allahu Nur as-Samawat. Allah is the light of the seven heavens above, wal ard, and the earth below. مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح. The similitude, the parable of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's light is as if there was you have mishkat. Al-mishkat is a niche. I don't know which language I can put it again. Anyway, you know niche, yeah? It's like a niche, and within that niche it has a lamp. Al-misbah, and the lamp itself, fi zujaja, it's in or enclosed in a glass. الزجاجة, and that glass, كأنها كوكب دري, it's like a brilliant star. A brilliant star, subhanallah. يوقد من شجرة, and that brilliant star lit from a blessed tree. شجرة مباركة, a blessed tree. زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية, and also as well an olive, neither of the east nor of the west. يكاد زيتها يضيء, and that's zayt. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about here as a similitude to his light. The olive is like the oil that is well, nice, and also as well, mashallah, clean, pure, right? وَلَوْ لَمْ تَمْسَسْهُ نُورٌ, even if the light does not set upon it. Is it nur or not? Oh, sorry, forgive me. وَلَوْ لَمْ تَمْسَسْهُ نَارٌ. Something wrong with you today, what?
That's the lamp we are talking about.
وَلَوْ لَمْ تَمْسَسْهُ نَارٌ, even if the fire does not touch it or set upon it. Nurun ala nur, light upon light, light upon light. And Allah says, يَهَدِ اللَّهُ لِنُورِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides towards his light whomever he wills. وَيَضْرِبُ اللَّهُ الْأَمْثَالِ لِلنَّاسِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives this parable to mankind, or sets such parables to mankind. Wallahu bi kulli shay'in alim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all knowing. He knows everything. Fi buyut, in the houses. Fi buyutin, in the houses. أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has permitted you to remember his name and glorify him in the houses. يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال, for him to be praised in the houses in the night and early as well, in the evening and in the morning. May Allah make us be amongst those who praise him. MashaAllah. Okay. I hope we're able to finish it before Salah. Okay. رِجَالٌ لَا تُلْهِيهِمْ تِجَارَةٌ وَلَا بَيْعٌ عَنْ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Allah said, these are men or people, mankind, who are not, distracted by trade. They are not diverted from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by trade at all. The remembrance of Allah that they do, they remember Allah. Trade that they do or sales do not divert them from this. وَإِقَامِ الصَّلَاةِ, and it does not divert them from their salah. وَإِيتَاءِ الزَّكَاةِ, and it doesn't divert them either from their zakah, giving zakah. يَخَافُونَ, they fear. يَوْمًا تَتَقَلَّبُ فِيهِ الْقُلُوبُ وَالْأَبْصَارُ, they fear the day when hearts and eyes will be turned about. Subhanallah. May Allah save us from the torment of that day. لِيَجْزِيَهُمُ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنَ مَا عَمِلُوا, that Allah will reward them accordingly to the best of their deeds. وَيَزِيدَهُمْ مِنْ فَضْلِ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will increase them in his mercy. وَاللَّهُ يَرْزُقُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward whomever he wills بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ, without accounts. I think we'll stop here for Salah. Yeah, then we come back inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على مبعوث رحمة للعالمين محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعه بالإحسان إلى يوم الدين. إخوتي الأفاضل السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless each and every one of us. May Allah grant all of us al-Jannah bighayri hisab. My dear brothers and sisters, welcome to the North Brixton Islamic Cultural Center here in London. As we started earlier on, inshallah, we're going to look at Surah Nur, chapter 24, verse 35 to 39. I will again recite it, inshallah, and then narrate the nutshell meaning of the ayah to you. Thereafter, I will go to the Sheikh Dr. FAISAL BOADI, and also as well, inshallah, we have our humble, beloved Sheikh Mahmoud Jallo with us. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله نور السماوات والأرض مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح المصباح في الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار ليجزيهم الله أحسن ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله والله يرزق من يشاء بغير حساب والذين كفروا أعمالهم كسراب بقيعة يحسبه الظمآن ماء حتى إذا جاءه لم يجده شيئا ووجد الله عنده فوفاه حسابا والله سريع الحساب. Allah says, Allah nur as-samawat wal-ard. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the exalted one, is the light of the skies above and the earth below. مثل نوره, the similitude or parable of his light, كمشكاة فيها مصباح, is like a niche that has a lamp. In that niche there is a lamp. المصباح في الزجاجة, and that lamp is in a glass or enclosed in a glass. كأنها كوكب دري, it's like or as if it is a brilliant star that is shining. يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية. It's like a brilliant star that leads from a blessed tree of an olive, neither of the east nor of the west. And Allah continues saying, يَكَادُ زَيْتُهَا يُضِيءُ, and that's, zayt, the oil, it's, subhanallah, it's almost bringing out light. وَلَوْ لَمْ تَمْسَسْهُ نَارٌ, even though fire does not set or didn't set upon it. Even though the fire does not set upon it. نُورٌ عَلَى نُورٍ, it is light upon light, subhanallah, light upon light. يَهَدِ اللَّهُ لِنُورِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives his own nur, light, to whomever he wishes. وَيَضْرِبُ اللَّهُ الْأَمْثَالِ لِلنَّاسِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sets forth parables, gives you or tells you parables. وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said parable for mankind, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is knowledgeable of everything. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has permitted to you for you to praise or raise his name in honor in your houses, and also as well glorify him. يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال, for him to be praised in the morning and the evening, day and night as well. And Allah says, رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله. These are men and women that are not diverted or distracted by their sales or trade from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَإِقَامِ الصَّلَاةِ, and their trade or business transaction will not divert them from observing their regular prayer. وَإِيتَاءِ الزَّكَاةِ, not from their zakah as well. يَخَافُونَ, because they always fear. يَوْمًا تَتَقَلَّبُ فِيهِ الْقُلُوبُ وَالْأَبْصَارِ, the day when the eyes and the hearts will turn around. They fear that day, and that is Yawm al-Qiyamah. May Allah ease our burden that day, Ya Kareem. لِيَجْزِيَهُمُ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنَ مَا عَمِلُوا, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward them accordingly to their best of their own deeds. وَاللَّهُ يَرْزُقُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for whomever he wills, بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ, without accounts. May Allah provide for us, Ya Kareem. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, and for those who disbelieve, reject the faith, reject Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَعْمَالُهُمْ كَسَرَابٍ بِقِيعَةٍ يَحْسَبُهُ الظَّمَآنُ مَاءً. He said their deeds is like a mirage in sandy deserts. Yeah? Oh, sorry. Excuse me, I came from Saudi. Okay, let me do that one. No mirage, I always call it mirage. Yeah, it's like a mirage. Jazakumullah khairan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said their deeds is like a mirage here in the sand deserts, which the man, mashallah, Allah reward you. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, I got carried away. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, and for those who disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَعْمَالُهُمْ, their deeds كَسَرَابٍ بِقِيعَةٍ يَحْسَبُهُ الظَّمْآنُ مَاءً, it's like a mirage in sandy deserts, which the man will think, subhanallah, this is a pond that I'm going to drink from. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَهُ لَمْ يَجِدُهُ شَيْئًا, and when he comes to it, he doesn't get anything. He finds nothing. وَوَجَدَ اللَّهَ عِنْدَهُ فَوَفَّاهُ حِسَابًا, and he will come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he finds Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will pay him his accounts. وَاللَّهُ سَرِيعُ الْحِسَابِ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very swift in his punishments. My dear brothers and sisters in the deen, this is the nutshell meaning of the ayat I have just recited. Without much ado, without further delay, I'll pass the mic to my humble able Sheikh Dr. FAISAL BOADI. And as I said, with me I have our Sheikh today, Sheikh, mashallah, Sheikh Mubajir, Sheikh Mahmoud Jallo, inshallah. And mashallah, so we're going to have a beautiful night today. Faddali ya habibi.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala ashrafil mursalin nabiyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam. Alhamdulillah, first of all, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be among the living ones up to this time. We are very fortunate. Once again, Allah has given us the present day. That's the gift. That you are still alive is the greatest opportunity that Allah has given to us. And hence you call it present day. It's a gift day. Some people, they couldn't get it. They were with us last night. Now they are no more. So it's the greatest present Allah has given to us. Therefore, let us not misuse it. Well, this, even the first ayah itself, is, in other words, volumes of books that explains. But we are just giving a little bit of summary about here. First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given something about His light. Allah says, He is Allah, He is Nur, Samawat wal Ard. He is the light of where? The skies above and what? The earth. It means anything within that sky and so forth, Allah is the light of that. And likewise the earth and whatever is inside it. Allah is the light. Now after that, Allah gave us Masal, which is example. And this example is going to the believer. What is the light of that particular believer also? How it is going to be. As Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu had said, he said the believer has 5 main lights. Can you write for them? Write it in Arabic because they speak Arabic.
Hey, I love that.
MashaAllah. All of them learn Arabic. Okay. So he said, 1. Kalamuhu nur. Kalamuhu nur. And number 2,
What are you writing?
Amaluhu nur.
That's the instruction he gave me.
Amaluhu nur. And number 3, Madkhaluhu nur. And number 4, Makhrajuhu nur. And number 5, Wamasiruhu nur. Ila yawmil qiyamah. Ila al-jannah. May Allah make us among those people who are right. You finished?
Yep.
All right. That's very pretty. I love that one, that you have finished it. So now,
It's your turn.
it's your turn now.
No, this one, I can't do short turn here. Can you read this? Cameraman, can you read this? Yeah, good, a good sight.
Yes. Yeah, the cameraman is, yes, he's reading it. I can hear him, even though he's whispering to himself, because the first one he's talking about.
Okay, it's okay. But yeah, oh, okay.
Are you alright? Okay. وَمَصِيرُهُ صَادٍ.
Oh, Masjid Sword.
وَمَصِيرُهُ.
Okay. Can you read this?
نور.
I love that.
وَمَصِيرُهُ نور.
Abdurrahman, can you read this?
إلى يوم القيامة. إلى الجنة.
Yeah, otherwise you will.
All right.
إلى الجنة.
إلى الجنة. MashaAllah. So,
The Sheikh gave me the mic. He did not give Sheikh Mahmoud. I want to give it to Sheikh Mahmoud. He's here. He gave me mic. What do you want me to say? Kalamuhu? Nur. What is kalam? Allahu Akbar. You see, all of you speak Arabic. Even my mother speaks Arabic. His speech is what? Light. Beautiful. His speech is Amaluhu. Amal. Huh? His deeds is what? Light. Madkhaluhu. Madkhal. Come from the doorway. Entrance. His entrance is what? Light. Makhrajuhu. Yeah, I love that. His exit is what? Wamasiruhu. His path and way. MashaAllah. I'm a very good demonstrator, isn't it? His way or path is what? Light. Ila yawmil qiyamah. This is what? Ila al-Jannah. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. All of you spoke Arabic today. Khalas.
MashaAllah.
Speech, yeah?
In other words, the first one, as you can see,
Speech.
the believer.
It's lights, right?
He said, your speech is what? Light. It's light. What does that mean? Yes, what does that mean?
Speak it truth.
When you speak, there's like lights.
If you speak, light comes on. Like you are inside your house, light up, and then you speak, the whole place becomes light. MashaAllah. That's very pretty. I love that one. So, Abdurrahman, you don't need to buy electricity.
Just talk light comes on. Now they have that say. Now the light is controlled by speech now, sir. You know that?
Yes.
So just talk, the light come out.
Here's
Yeah,
what.
said Yawm al-Qiyamah by just shutting it.
Ila yawm al-qiyamah.
Yeah, just shutting it.
To
Al-Jannah.
the.
I made it shortcut.
Shortcut.
I can make it shortcut. You know what?
To the day of judgment.
Al-Jannah is my shortcut.
All right. Good. In other words, whatever a believer speaks is something good. It gives a nice fragrance, everything. So a believer is not someone who is bizarre, who speaks bad things, like cursing, abusing, and so forth, lying. No, a believer is not like that. And the second one is what? What's the second one? His what? His deeds, his action, also his light. What does that mean? It means whatever thing he or she does, it becomes example for others also to follow. Because light gives you the way, isn't it? When you are going in a place and so forth, especially when a cameraman was in his village and there's no electricity and wants to go out, he has to use what? Torchlight, isn't it? Yeah. So it shows him the way. So in case you have cobra or whatever in the way, he can see it, isn't it? And the third one is what? His what?
Entrance.
His entrance. What do you mean his entrance? Entrance to his house?
When it enters,
Entrance to where?
well, not only to life, when you enter into any congregation or whatever, it means that you come with the fact, truth.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah.
His entrance is light.
Like for example, if you come into your house and so you have to say Bismillah and then Salaam Alaikum and so on, try to make sure that you are Muslim when coming to anywhere.
So you come with light.
When you come to the masjid, you say your dua. If you go into the toilet, you say your dua and so on. So that's
Okay. So you enter with light.
So you enter with light. Yes. Anybody else? Somebody else?
Oh, whatever goes, I like that one. She said, whatever goes into the person is light because they eat halal. So, like the food we go into it after that is nur coming into our stomach. I love that. Now,
Yes. Anybody from the brother side?
Yes, boy.
His entrance.
okay,
Like we enter places where you benefit.
okay,
Not enter into places where you don't get any benefit.
okay. In other words,
Yeah.
the other man is saying here, enter into the places where you will gain nur benefits.
So also as well you enter into Nur, isn't it?
All right. MashaAllah. Very good. All of you have said something very beautiful. The entrance of a believer, meaning anything that a believer is going to embark upon. Anything a believer is going to embark upon, it has to be something that has to be light. Where do you get that light from? From where? A believer gets light from where?
From Allah.
From where? The Quran and what?
Sunnah.
The Sunnah. So he just doesn't go and enter into anything just like that. No. He has to check with these two sources first. And Makhraj, when he's coming out from it also, he comes out with light. Meaning, the results of whatever thing he or she has done, it comes with something that benefits people. Look at nowadays, mashallah, I can see the Sheikh, he has even put the Quran aside, he's looking on the, smartphone. Mashallah, the smartphone, the phone is so smart that it makes you to see very, very clear. You see? Good. The person who did that, he did not do it just for himself, isn't it? He didn't do it because by all means the one who did it is not a Muslim, isn't it? But he did not intend of doing that one for who? For non-Muslims. But his intention was to benefit what? Everyone. That's how a believer should be. And the last one. And the last one?
Is that no?
Exit.
Oh yeah. It is
Exit.
Okay.
No, you finished the exit.
No, that was it.
All right. And his Masir, his return to Yawm al-Qiyamah, he goes there also with nur, with light, so that light will take him to where? To paradise. So how do you go with that light? Your salat and other things and so forth, which inshallah you're talking about it now. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about his light. He said his light is like what? It is like what? Mishkat. Mishkat is what? Okay. All right. So you have three things here. The first one is what? Niche. Mishkat, isn't it? And the second one is lamp. And the third one is the glass. Common person like me like this, I'm so confused. I don't know what's the difference between all these things. Do they connect it to each other?
Yes.
What is the first one? Mishkat, what is that? The niche, what is that?
Lamp and what?
A niche is
And the glass.
a niche is a place where is an abode where you feel comfortable, and it can also be at work when you reach a certain position, you reach your niche. That's all I can say.
Inshallah, I love that.
Right. Yes.
Comfortable position for
Niche can be like a slit,
Like what?
small window.
A small window. I love these dictionaries. Now, our dearest mother and sister said, a niche is somewhere where you feel comfortable. You are in there, you feel relaxed, comfortable. Or a niche is like a position, a place where you reached your limits. And then my humble brother said, a niche is like a window. MashaAllah, I love that. I have some window to escape here to go as a niche. Yes, a niche.
table, if you have a lamp,
Uh-huh.
you can put a lamp on the table.
Yeah. So that table becomes a niche.
Or, like for example, like the lights up there, where you have something that you hang the lights.
So this is the niche of this one. I love that. So now my cup, my spoon, inside the cup is what?
Mashallah. Well, that is very good. So that is the location, especially back home like this in the villages. They have a certain place that they hang.
The lamp wall.
Yeah. The lamp and so forth.
Like this, yeah.
And most of the time they put it on top so that the light would do what? To be spread. Good. So you come to that one and find out exactly what that one has to do with my body and yours. And then the second one is what? The lamp. What does the lamp do?
It gives our life.
It gives light. Good. And what about the glass?
It's
Protects the lamp. The glass protects the lights.
So it doesn't go. The glass gives reflection of the light.
Lights inside the lamp, and the glass protects the lights.
How many types of lamp do we have?
We have
The
one
lamp,
One lamp.
One type of lamp. We have a lamp. We have.
the lamp,
I call them green lamp. You know they call glass. How they call the other lamp?
Cambo,
No, native language. Cambo.
the glass engulfs the light
It's a
and
glass.
help illuminate it.
Yes, it gives the reflection.
Yeah, okay. All right. Mashallah.
Yes.
Very good. Yes, sir. So according to you, the light, which is inside the lamp, what's called the glass, it gives a what? Reflection of it.
Right, yeah.
And then, as the sister has said, it becomes also as what? Protection. So that the breeze or other things cannot, or the flies and so forth cannot go inside. Mashallah. Very good. Now, apart from all that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described it to be like the tree of what?
Blessed tree.
Olive tree. That hasn't got what? Neither what? East, nor west. Wow. How can that be? How can that tree will not have east or west?
It's neutral.
Huh?
It's neutral.
It's a neutral. I see. But Kamara,
If they have no east, no
you are the one who drives.
Yeah.
You are this, it has east and west.
No. So it must be that they engulf.
It's engulf.
They engulf everything. There's so much that you cannot distinct where this or that.
Mm.
They engulf everything.
All right. What about?
If it has no east and no west,
Yeah.
it means it cannot be influenced by any factors, and therefore it's neutral.
Mm. Okay. Somebody is raising up his hand over there.
Is that Yusuf?
Oh. Anybody else?
Yeah, Yusuf. Yusuf is there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cameraman is here.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm coming to it.
when the description refers to something like sphere or something that is round. Something that is round.
Fear in complexion,
Yeah.
yeah?
And when something is round,
Sphere.
Fair.
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
think it's a fair.
there's something that is round,
Okay.
which you cannot distinguish east and west from it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mashallah. Yes.
It doesn't belong to a particular place.
It doesn't belong to a particular place.
Okay.
Hmm.
I love that.
All right.
The free player.
else?
Everyone can buy that player. I love that.
Huh?
Everything you're on earth is east.
Yeah, I'm coming 1 second.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is neither of the east nor the west. The
Yeah.
only other place it could be is Jannah.
The tree.
Yeah. You are talking about the tree.
The tree.
The tree said.
Oh, it is the tree.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
tree.
He said it has no east, no west.
It hasn't got east or west.
Yeah, engulf everything.
You know, amazingly,
Well.
this Allah they are talking about, you know, subhanAllah is good.
Mashallah.
could it be also that Allah is speaking about himself, and this
Okay.
is a parable And Allah is letting us aware that He is Allah and His light or His mercy covers everyone. He doesn't select whether you're from east or west.
Okay.
So this is probably Allah is talking about Himself in that parable.
Yes.
Did you get that?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, mashallah.
Let's listen to this.
If the tree, it hasn't got the what?
East or west?
East and what?
West.
West.
This is the tree.
Why? Because if it is by the east, in the morning, what's happened to it?
It has a light.
Will it have a light on it? Early in the morning.
The sun comes from the east.
Yes, but will that by that time will it have until when the sun what rises? That's the time it's going to get light. So before that it will be in darkness. And if it is in the west, when the sun is going to set, it will be in what?
Darkness.
Yeah. So it has to be in a plain place, in the middle of that desert. That hasn't got any other, so that the light is always on it. This is why Allah is telling us about His light. About His light. And you as a believer yourself, as you have described it, all these kind of things and so forth, because the niche and other things by itself, it cannot do anything by themselves, isn't it? Okay? And likewise, the glass also cannot light by itself. Isn't it? Good. So, what happens here is you as a believer, when you are giving the message to people, whatever thing you are doing and so forth, it becomes as light for those people who are around you. You benefit everyone without having specific people that, oh, I want to benefit only these people and the others I'm not. No. The believer is not like that. Because you are not seeking the reward from anyone. You're seeking reward from who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, it has a lot of things to do with it, but I will leave it here for Sheikh to continue.
Love that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم علمنا ما جهلنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وذكرنا ما نسينا وزدنا علما نافعا كثيرا. We praise Allah, we thank Him, we ask Him for guidance, we ask Him to benefit us with the knowledge that we have, and may He remind us the things that we forget, and may He bless us with the things that we know, and may He increase us in knowledge. As I usually say, tafsir is one of my favorite subjects. This ayah is a wonderful ayah, but it is a bit difficult to comprehend if you didn't read the books of tafsir. That is the reality. So therefore, whatever I say here, I advise each and every one of you, when you go home, do a little bit of research on this verse, and then hopefully one day you will meet with me and say, you know, Sheikh, I did understand that verse very, very well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking here, and Sheikh has tried to actually bring it near to our understanding, and I have benefited from him. May Allah reward him abundantly, and may Allah make this in the mizan of his hasanat. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He mentioned about His light, He said, Allah is the name of the Supreme Being, which is His highest of all names, Allah. So whenever He describes Himself, He mentions Allah. So that tells you He is the Ismullah al-A'zam. Yeah, that is the greatest name to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he said he is Nuru Samawat wal Ard. Obviously we know what Nur, we said, is light of the heavens and the earth. Now where the difficulty of understanding is when we come to this particular explanation that Sheikh was saying here. He said, Mathalu Nurihi, the parable of his light. Just imagine you have a lamp. Yes? All of us who has come from Africa, we know what a lamp is. Yes? I don't know those people who are here, maybe who are born in this country, maybe it's difficult for them. Or they can search through Google, they will see what a lamp is. It's like a mishkat. Sheikh has said what the mishkat is, which is that thing that will handle the lamp, okay? The thing that will hold the lamp. And inside it is, the niche is the lamp itself, inside it is the lamp, okay? And that lamp that lights is in a glass. So what is Allah telling you and me here? He's telling you about your heart. You know the heart that you have is like a lamp. What do you have in there? Do you have something in there that lights and that benefits? Or do you have something there that actually destroys humanity? That actually is a bad thing? Because that heart, if the heart you have is that dark heart, then nobody expects anything from you. Good. But if it's a heart that is good, then you are expecting many things from it. So that's why Ibn Abbas, when he mentioned those points, you can see. When he said Kalamuhu, where does your speech come from? It's what you think, what you imagine, what you ponder about. If you want to know people, talk to them. When they speak, you will actually define who they are. I don't mean when you speak on a member. I don't mean when you want to show the other side of yourself. I mean when we are in real action. Yes, you've been wound up. Yes, somebody has actually misbehaved towards you, and then you will see how that individual is. His real character. And that comes from the heart. Then, when he mentioned it's like in a zujaja, that thing that is around it, it penetrates everywhere light. And then he moved on, he said, this zujaja, which is the glass, is like a star that leads and shines. Yeah, it's like a star. That star there is no power that will prevent it from penetrating the light. No power. No matter what happened towards you, that light will come out. Kawkabun Duri. And what he said? Yukadu min shajaratin mubaraka. Listen to the word mubaraka. That is the most important word there. That will be lit or come shine from where? From a tree that is blessed. Trees are the signs of blessings. Signs of blessings. They give you carbon dioxide for you to survive. If they bear fruit, you make use of it. If you need to build your place where you live in, you cut the wood from there and you make use of it. And back home, for us who come from villages, we can't cook without it. Tree has all the types of blessings. Saying is lighting on a tree that is blessed. Then he moved on by saying, Zaytunatin la sharqiyatin wala gharbiya. Again, some scholars, when they analyze that, they're telling you that iman you have, you didn't take it from the Eastern belief, neither from the Western belief. Where do you take it? From the Supreme Being who is above you. Who is your creator. That's another meaning. Another meaning is telling you, you are not a part-time Imani person. Sometimes you have light in your Iman, like what the Munafiq does. when they're sitting, they are lecturing, you see them crying, saying, oh, this is right. When he goes out, you know what he does? He does something contradictory what they're saying to him. Sharqiyya. When you're in that side, you can get the light, but when you go the other side, you're not getting the light, because if you are in a particular location, then you get light during that time. That's what Sheikh was telling you here. If that tree was in the east and the sun comes out, some part of the tree will get light and the other part will not get it. Yeah? If the sun is coming from the east and the tree is there, the eastern part of the tree will get the light, but the western part will not. Likewise, if it comes to the west and the sun is coming, it's going to set, the western part of the tree will get the light, but the eastern part of the tree will not get light. Because that's possible, and the other explanation what the Sheikh has also said. Now, let me try to wrap this up. Then he said, يَكَادُ زَيْتُهَا يُضِيءُ وَلَوْ لَمْ تَمْسَسْهُ نَارٌ. This is a light that comes up with oil, because you use oil to lead something, yeah? Or you use kerosene. Yes? Then he said, this can just light up, even there's no fire. Touching it. So in other words, even if somebody is not giving you a wonderful lecture, is really firing lines, still your iman is strong. If the fire touches it. What about if the fire actually touches it? What's going to happen? It's going to be more, and your iman will go up and more. If your iman is strong, so here is telling you, whether fire touches it, still it lights. What about if fire touches it? Then definitely it's going to light. Then he said, Nurun ala nur. This is light upon light. It's already there. There's a light already there. Another light comes on top of it. Yahdillahu. Allah will guide. Linurihi. With his light. Man yasha. Whom he likes to guide. Whomever he wants to guide, he will guide with his light. Then he said, وَيَضْرِبُ اللَّهُ الْأَمْثَالَ. Allah will do these parables لِلنَّاسِ for humanity. Why? Allahu bi kulli shay'in alim. Because Allah knows everything. No matter how minute it is, no matter how small it is, Allah knows everything. So I think I'm going to stop there. If not, I'm going to take everything. There's some remaining verses, inshallah. Barakallahu fikum. I ask you Almighty Allah to make us the people who will understand the Quran and make us the people who will practice. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, takbir. I can see everyone is very, very happy, smiley faces. MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from all of us. Those who are sick amongst us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cure them. Those who are going through problems, may Allah ease their path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect and guide your family. Oi.
You have made the dua of the Lord.
The dua of the Lord, huh? I love that.
Yeah, the dua of the Lord.
The dua of the Lord. Allahumma. وخلفنا I love that. I'm going to that now. You know, subhanallah, amazing. May Allah reward the Sheikh. He's so interesting. And subhanallah, when we sit like this, may the mothers and fathers, maybe when I start with the mothers, because mashallah, the mothers, they struggle to make us come to this dunya, right? The fathers, while they go to work, mashallah, they did not carry pregnancy. Our mothers, they struggle, they suffer before we became who we are today. That's why every child should respect their mothers. Please respect your mothers. serve your mothers to the extreme level of happiness or good and etc. When we sit like this, may Allah reward the sheikhs for this wonderful job they are doing. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this gathering be means for all of us to enter Al-Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive our sins and forgive the sins of our children. Those children of yours, may Allah guide them, make them go, be amongst those whom have been guided by Allah and granted Al-Jannah ya Kareem. The Sheikh said I should make dua of Nur. Yeah? That's Allahumma ij'al amamana nura wa khalfana nura wa yaminana nura wa yasarana nura wa fawqana nura wa tahtana nuran. Allahumma ij'al lana nura. Can anyone try? Nah. Let's go once more. 2 or 3. Yeah, everything is nur, nur. Are you ready? Okay, I will demonstrate. Yeah. Allahumma ij'al amamana nura wa khalfana nura wa yaminana nura wa yasarana nura wa fawqana nura wa tahtana nura ij'al lana nura. Are we ready? Okay, you make the dua and I will be demonstrating. Let's start. Allahumma Hey, I said like this, he said Nura. This is not Nura. This is where? In front, right? Then in front in Arabic is what? Amam, right? Good. Oh, wajha, isn't it? Alhamdulillah. The Sheikh said I forget the wajh. Okay, the face, right? Don't worry, you can even add there. Okay, let's start here. Allahumma ij'al amamana nura wa khalfana nura wa yaminana nura wa yasarana nura wa fawqana nura wa tahtana nura wa fi wujuhina nura waj'al lana nura. I did not bring wujuh, the Sheikh has added wujuh, so now you have more tasks to do. Are you ready? Let's try. Can we? Let's go. Allahumma. It's together. Let's go. The food is there waiting for us, you know. If we don't read this properly, no food today. Okay. Oh, I start with the word, isn't it? Okay, you know what happened? When I did it in plural. Right? So the Sheikh said you can do it in singular. Inshallah, just say Allahumma ij'al fi wajhi nura. She's making me laughing. Now we start again, please. Sorry. You're going to edit it, huh? Allahumma ij'al fi wajhi nura wa yasarana. Look, check and mix me up. Allahumma ij'al fi wajhi nura wa amami nura wa khalfi nura wa yamini nura wa yasari nura wa fawqi nura wa tahti nura ij'al li nura. The Sheikh said ij'al hawli. No.
Go and lie this dua, you come for me next week because it look like all of you want to eat and myself. Everybody will come with. When you come next week, you must know that dua. But
It's not hard.
it's easy to be honest. Sorry, subhanallah. It's amazing to be honest with you. And may Allah accept it from us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put on our faces light. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put before us light. And behind us light. And at the right hand side light. And on the left side, right, light. And above us light. And underneath us light. And around us, may Allah put light for us, Ya Kareem. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us with His light. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with His light. May Allah bless our family with His light. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us as well with His light. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enlighten our hearts with His light. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our hearts become brighter and meet Him as Muslims and be granted Al-Jannah as Muslims, Ya Kareem. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. نستغفرك ونتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته ما شاء الله سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك ما شاء الله. Today